Salutations, everybody. It's your girl Shadara, and today I'm just gonna talk about some things that got on my brain, like how I've been feeling lately. Because I know that, like I always say, if I'm feeling like this, I know other people are feeling like this too. But something I have newly discovered is, well, not newly discovered, but I am feeling insecure. Like, it just goes into how I see myself. Just how I've been seeing myself lately is really what it is. Like, I'm not feeling too hot. Okay. Um, I'm just, y'all know me. I'm blunt. I'm direct. I don't feel like I'm beautiful on the outside. I'm not saying this shit. I'm not making this to like give me compliments and shit. No, like, I'm being genuine. I know if I feel this way, other people feel this way, but I don't feel beautiful on the outside. I don't feel like I'm beautiful on the outside. I think I'm pretty. I think I'm beautiful on the inside, but I don't feel like I'm beautiful on the outside. And that really sucks because it doesn't matter how I look, it doesn't matter my weight. I've always had a problem with how I've seen myself. And in my brain, I correlate, like, if I see myself this way, other people see myself this way, which just isn't true. How I perceive myself, how we perceive ourselves is different from how other people see us. But in my brain, it's like, okay, well, if I see myself this way, other people see myself this way. And in a way, if this is how people see me, then it also determines, like, not my worth necessarily, but like, okay, well, that's why I'm not with anyone, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how exactly to explain that, but it's kind of on the premise of what I'm trying to say. Like, ever since I was a kid, I've known that I wanted to get married and have kids. Like, I knew, and this was not something that was put on me, like, oh, you gotta get married, you gotta have, no, like, that wasn't put on me until I was way older. But as a kid, I remember literally being 5-6 years old and being like, I know I'm supposed to be somebody's mom. Like, legitimately. Like, I just, I need people to give credit to children because children are not stupid. But I digress. That's a different topic. But I've always felt that way. Like, I was put on this earth to be somebody's mom. I know that I'm supposed to get married and have kids. Like, I just felt it, right? So I'm 29 now, and I'm single. I thought I would be in a long-term relationship by now, and that's just not. I'm single, I've been single for a couple months, and honestly, I really enjoy it. I enjoy being single, but I think I enjoy being single not only because I don't have to worry about somebody else, but I think primarily I enjoy being single because the stuff from my past relationships, I don't have to worry about. I know that it's like I still want that true pure love because I haven't felt it. I haven't experienced that yet, right? And I know that I fucking deserve it. Just because I may see myself in a certain way doesn't mean that I don't understand my worth. It doesn't mean that I don't understand what the fuck I deserve. I know what the fuck I deserve. I know I deserve the best of the best. 100%. I choose myself first. I put myself first. I am my main priority in my life. And that is a fucking fact. Don't get it twisted. But I have trouble with how I see myself. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I think for me, it's about undoing, like, growing up, I never heard that I was beautiful outside of my father telling me every once in a while, or just my father called me beautiful. Like, it wasn't until 2 years ago that I hold this person dear in my fucking heart because for this alone, and they're just a great fucking person. But I remember him saying, like, he would just randomly be like, I feel so compelled to tell you, you're so beautiful. You are gorgeous. I had never heard that before. I still ain't hear that shit. My past relationship that I just got out of, like, I had to ask to be complimented. What the fuck? Like, nobody should have to do that, And I had to ask because, oh, well, you should just know. What? Like, nobody should ever have to ask their partner to compliment them, to call them pretty, to call them beautiful. But a lot of when I'm realizing, and the only reason why I bring up this past relationship is because I'm realizing that a lot of stuff I had to deal with in that relationship scratched a lot of my insecurities. right? And I thought I had healed from a lot of those, but apparently not, right? So, you know, how I see myself is a big one. I would see the pictures that he would like of other women, and it was like, oh, I don't look anything like that. I'm not skinny. I'm probably mid-sized. Like, I'm not skinny. I'm not, you know, I don't look like that. And so it kind of brings up like, oh shit, maybe you're not attracted to me because these are the pictures that you're liking, and this is what I look like, and like, it's so different, you know what I mean? Like, we don't look the same. And it brings on an insecurity of like, oh, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe you're not attracted to me, right? So, but then like being called beautiful and stuff, like, I know people that get called beautiful every day. They get called beautiful by random people all the time. And I remember like a couple years ago, it was, I remember like telling somebody I was friends with at the time that, and they were like, you're so lucky you don't get called beautiful all the time. It just gets so tiring. Shut the fuck up. You know damn well that if you didn't get those compliments, you would think like, damn, like you. And that's the issue with like when you tell people, like when you sit there and you tell people this stuff, because you're just trying to vent. You're just kind of like, so I gotta deal with whatever. People will sit there and they like don't get it. What do you mean you don't think you're beautiful? Because I doubt. I think I'm beautiful on the inside. And of course you'll have people that are like, oh, like that's what matters most. And it's like, you're right, you're not wrong by any means, but you can't tell me that you don't want to. Who doesn't want to feel beautiful? Who doesn't want to feel like, wow, like I'm special, or like I'm chosen, or like whatever? I'm not too proud to fucking say it. Of course I want to be chosen. Of course I want somebody to look at me and only want me, and to choose me, and to pick me, right? And to understand my worth the first fucking time. Because I've never had that. I've never had somebody understand my worth the first time. It's always coming back like, oh, you were right, I should have. Yeah. But I never go back to things from the past because why the fuck would I? I feel like that's disrespecting myself. Like I said earlier, I understand my worth. I know what the fuck I deserve in this life. And I deserve the best of the best. So if you ain't coming correct, don't come at all, okay? But it really is like, it's hard feeling like this. It's hard feeling like, oh, like correlating your looks to like not how you get treated, but like in my brain I'm like, that has to be what it is, you know? Like, I don't get called beautiful, so I must not be beautiful. So that must be why people don't like want to choose me, you know? Like, I've only had 2 serious relationships, maybe. Like, maybe I took them more serious than they really were, I don't know. But I'm 29, and I thought that I would at least be in a long-term relationship by now. And it's okay that I'm not trying to rush anything. I would rather take my time than to rush anything. But I also don't want to be, oh wow, I'm finally getting married at 40. I don't want that. I don't want that at all, okay? But seeing, like, when you are telling people about how you're feeling, about how you see yourself, about all this stuff, and it feels like there's always a disconnect because they don't get it. Everybody that I tell, it's like they've never had to deal with this before. They've never had to deal with people not complimenting them or not seeing their worth, but in a way, like, they're all with somebody. So of course you don't understand what it feels like to not be chosen. Well, not necessarily don't understand, but it's hard. Like, feeling like this sucks. Like, oh, okay, because when it happens so many times, you feel like I'm the common denominator. So what's wrong with me? There has to be something wrong with me. There has to be a reason why. What's wrong with me? Maybe I'm not pretty enough. Maybe I'm not skinny enough. Maybe, you know, you think about all these reasons. Maybe I know I'm smart, so I'm not gonna say I'm not smart enough, but like, maybe I'm not this enough. Maybe I'm not that enough. You know what I mean? And like, maybe to a point you make comparisons. Like, I know people who treat their significant other like shit, and that person still wants to be with them, which isn't healthy, don't get me wrong. But, or like, I've known people who have treated everybody they've been with in the past like shit, and they still found their true love. And then, like, you know, I'm sitting here and I'm like, I do everything that I believe is best for me. And I can never treat people how they've treated me. I can never be on bullshit with people, never intentionally. Because sometimes I say never intentionally, because sometimes you can kind of treat people like shit, even if you don't mean to. But I never intentionally do that and treat people like shit and whatever, because I just don't have it in me. And I don't want to make comparisons, but it's like, it does suck when it's like, wow, like, you've treated everybody you've ever been with like shit, and you still, like, it feels like you were rewarded for shitty behavior. And it's not a reward system. It's not like you have to be the best person and you get the best in life, right? But sometimes it feels like, damn, like, oh, what's wrong with me? Like, you know, I'm doing my best. I'm trying my best. I'm focusing on me. I want to be the best person I could be. But it's like, damn, like, I don't know exactly how to relate it to, but it just like I said, like, you treat, like, what the fuck, you know? It's kind of like some of the worst, you know, you see it, some of the worst people in the world, like, damn, like, you get everything you want and you are a terrible fucking person, right? And it's hard telling other people this that don't get it. You don't have to worry about, you know, you never had to worry about being asked out as a joke as a kid. You never had to worry about always being the last pick or being told. I remember being told as a kid one time, like, I would dance with you, but you talk too much. If you didn't talk too much, I would dance with you. What? Like, I'm just me. And I will never try to be anybody else. I will never try to, like, I don't know, like, appease anybody. Like, oh, let me tone myself down for somebody else. Never. I've done that before and it doesn't work. It doesn't fucking matter, but these are just the thoughts that kind of, like, come up when I feel this way sometimes. Like, usually I feel this way when it's, you know, about to be that time of the month. I'm not gonna lie to you, but there's still insecurities that come out, and there's still insecurities I have to deal with. And it's hard and that's why I make this video, because I know that if I'm feeling this way, that other people are feeling the same way. There's somebody out there who's gonna understand. But it's just like, wow, like, I don't think I'm drop dead gorgeous. I don't think that I'm like, oh my god, like, stop in your tracks, beautiful. Like, let me just, you know, like, I don't see myself like that. I think I'm pretty, like I said, but I don't know. I guess, like I said before, to me, it's, okay, well, you get called beautiful all the time because you're beautiful. I don't get called beautiful all the time, so I must not be beautiful, right? And it sounds silly. It sounds like, maybe it's a juvenile way of thinking, and I just need to, like I said, these are things I'm working on, you know. And I kind of make this video too in hopes of, if there's anybody who has been in this predicament, like, and if you've changed, you know, your way of thinking like that around, like, okay, battery, if you've changed your way of thinking around, like, what have you done? You know what I mean? It also goes into, like, having to do it all on your own. Like I said, like, I've only had 2 maybe serious relationships in my life, and they were in recent years, and it's kind of like I've had to do everything for myself. I always have to tell myself that I'm pretty. I always have to hype myself up. I'm the one that's always there for people, and that's also super hard, because when you turn around and you want to talk to somebody, you just need to vent. You just need to, you know, I just gotta get this off my chest. Is how I've been feeling lately. People are not there for you, or people, like, I don't want to be labeled as the strong one anymore. Oh man, Star, you're so strong. I'm not. I'm a crybaby. Okay. I want to be held. I want kisses. I want hugs. I want to be cuddled with. I'm a fucking crybaby. People, I can't stand that, because when people put you in that box of, you're strong, because it's happened my whole life, you're strong, you don't need help. I do need help. Even when I ask for help, people be like, well, you don't look like you need help. You don't look like you're sick. You don't, because you've already put me in this category of I don't need help, that I'm too strong for help. That's stupid. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And I don't want that. I don't want to be called strong anymore. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, because it's, you're strong, you got this, you don't need help, you don't need, I do. And when I ask, nobody takes me serious, because they've already put me in this category of you're strong, you don't need help, you don't, is it you don't want to help me? Probably. But it's just, it's hard. It's hard. I don't want to be called strong anymore, because it's the connotation of you don't need help. I do. I'm a crybaby. I want to be held. I don't want to have to do everything all the time. Having to take care of yourself all the fucking time is hard, and it is mentally taxing. Like, that's why I want to be chosen, and I'm okay with saying that. I want to be chosen. I want my true, pure romantic love. I want that. I want some true, pure platonic love too. I'm not gonna lie to you. And those are things I also have to work on, is actually reaching out to people too. Like, hey, what's up? Like, I gotta reach out to my homies. I'm so bad at that. But it's like sitting there and like, I don't want to have to take care of myself all the time, and then have people expect me to take care of them too. I don't have to take care of you. It's hard. Like, it takes a village, absolutely. But it's hard sitting there and like, people have already put you in this, people will perceive you how they want to perceive you, no matter what you do, no matter how you change. If people will have a version of you in their brain, they gonna keep that version of you in their brain, right? No matter how much you've changed, like I said. But it's like, damn, like, I don't want to be seen as strong, because then it goes, and then okay, let me take the file out. You're strong, you're intimidating, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Like, I don't know. It's stuff like that. That's just like, it's hard. It's difficult. Feeling like this sucks, because I want my person. And then it sucks when you think you found your person, and then you realize that you really didn't. And then you're back on your own, and you have these feelings resurge of like, oh, okay, yeah, like, because these are part of my insecurities that I gotta work on. It sucks. I feel like I'm just repeating myself now, so I'm probably gonna end the video, but like, I hope y'all understand what I mean. I hope y'all get it, because this is a stinky feeling. Feeling like equating, I guess, your worth to an extent based off of your looks sucks. And then, like, you know, having people who don't get it try to be like, your person's on the way. Like, just love yourself more. What the fuck you think I've been doing? That's all I had to do, is love myself, is give to myself, is choose myself. That's all I can do. So why won't somebody else choose me? Like, I want to choose somebody. Like, it's so it's so, oh, I can't, it's so annoying. It's really annoying. It's hard out here for a pimp, I ain't gonna lie to you. So, but I appreciate y'all for watching. I hope y'all understand what the fuck I'm talking about. I hope that made sense. Like I said, I appreciate y'all.